time. It's time. Tonight, the Super Gigantic Marathon continues. We are forging ahead fearlessly, no less. Further through Bastion, my new favorite. Now, I don't know if you can tell by that soundtrack pumping out, but this game's kind of a masterpiece. I don't think I've ever played anything like Bastion before, to be honest. I've played games that are very creative. I've played games that tell their stories in very particular ways, but the way this game presents its story is unlike anything I've really seen before. And everything about it is so artistically tight, from the very careful narration to the sparse but limited voice acting, the way the levels themselves have atmosphere and depth despite being made out of isometric tiles. Like it's really doing a lot with a little, and I can see why it's the classic it's become. I, however, can't wait to get back to pick up where we left off. So, if the preamble and Monday's episode was not enough for you, listen, we're going to continue this Bastion playthrough. I believe where we left our heroes last time was we managed to put the Bastion back together. We reassembled the entire land, but that didn't exactly conclude our journey. That didn't exactly solve the problem we had, and it certainly did not save everyone who might have been lost in the enigmatic event called a collapse. So, let's check out what's wrong with the Bastion. Check out exactly what's going on with the Bastion. And, see if we can fix things back for real this time. I mean, we love ourselves a nice red herring here on the expert playlist, but you know.
Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone.
What a palate cleanser for the mood, huh? I mean, the vibes are on, right? Anybody digging these vibes so far? I know I am. Camera is looking crazy today. It's going to be a hot second before you see my face. Why would he do this?
Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him.
I should buy new bungees for my mic. Hey, little buddy. Mm. I mean, I like the trip mine personally.
Want to stay alive in the wilds? Pack a pair of pistols and a good blade.
You're a little too jovial for this moment, but I feel you. Oh, perfect. That's actually perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to do. Bullet scatter eliminated. Superior accuracy. I like that, but let's go for plus
Takes
4.
a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable
High
sidearm.
caliber chambers, plus 25 damage, plus 25 faster reload. Ooh. Heavy duty bullet chambers made for use against larger targets, but I kind of like that.
He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets.
Was this tent always here? Where did that tent come from? Who's responsible for this? No love in the distillery. How am I still only level 3? I love RPGs, but they're infuriating. Jump off the level. I'm sorry. I had to do it. Had to do it. I feel like he really fucked up the Bastion. Is it just me? Alright, what else do we got here? Defeat a hardy foe with the last bolt in a clip. Wow, that's wild. I have to equip the Fang Repeater to do that, though. Deliver a single crushing blow to a foe for at least 70 damage. Wild. Discover the lost mementos. Wonderful. Learn the secret skills. Ooh. Restore the land piece by piece. You know, I feel you. That's crazy, though. To think that they actually count the number of land pieces. That's kind of insane. You ever have an instinct to just go off the beaten path and start doing random shit in your game?
Kid ain't finished here yet.
I thought he broke the monument. I wasn't expecting to use it. Y'all told me he broke the monument. The fact that these things just activate and they don't give you no bonuses, like, I don't want to invoke this. That doesn't sound fun.
Zolf banged up the monument.
Exactly. What are we
bad.
doing? We're gonna die.
But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health.
He says all of them like we didn't just spend like 4 hours collecting 6.
The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
The city brought the shards to the wilds. So am I bringing the wilds to the I'm confused. He's confusing me.
You have to think fast to survive the wilds, and none thought faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine.
So he says. So he says. Alright. How do I do this? Square, right? Square? Where the fuck are my... Oh. I'm sorry, I'm so vulgar. Okay. Okay. I have arrived. Hello. Hello. Hi. Listen.
They knew just when to start
There we
shooting
go.
and when to stop.
Wait. Waddle sense is not. I think it's the near configuration. Yeah, because it makes AX and paddle left square, which makes it easy for me to shoot in this. Yeah, this game is really compatible with my near button configuration. Yeah, it is. There we go.
Those pistols could spit out rounds just as quick as
This
you
is kinda
could pull
dope.
the trigger.
I like this.
Learning to hold your fire could be its own challenge.
Fuck! So my TV has a weird glitch that makes it turn off and on. Always happens at the worst time. Excuse me. Ah!
The slingers were much quicker than the average pistolier.
What? That amazing performance was only 3rd place? That incredible performance was only 3rd place? What the fuck is 2nd place? 500. 500.
The slingers could plug you full of holes faster than you could say draw.
Yeah, I get it. Ugh.
Just because you're fast don't mean you gotta be
Okay,
reckless.
cool. I'm so glad you can just disengage by falling off the stage like that, because that was a little frustrating. I think I wanted more from those interactions, and it's kind of crazy. I think I just realized that they're really gauging you on how fast you can kill this thing. Your points are just steadily decreasing. Come on, though, with the tree. With the tree, though. Is it me? Like, is there something I could be doing differently? Wait a minute. He's auto-aiming. I've been aiming manually. I don't know if that's been affecting anything, but if the challenge is simply pressing a button really fast, I'm about to track and field the fuck out of this. Like, don't play with me. Don't play with me. The accuracy leaves a lot to be desired. Accuracy leaves a lot to be desired. The position that my hand is in right now is insane.
No matter how fast you are, you can always get
Boy!
faster.
Okay, so I know my face probably looked crazy. So I was doing some craziness. All right, so basically, since you can pretty much aim using the right analog stick while firing, even though it's not letting me do that now. What I was doing essentially was holding the right analog stick in a direction with my left hand, and then hammering the shit out of square with my right hand. So I kind of had like a weird claw crab thing going on here where I'm aiming the right analog stick with my left thumb, which feels really awkward, and then my right hand is still on the buttons. Prior to this, I was doing it entirely with my right hand, and I don't know about you, but it's hard to aim and trigger finger your hand at the same time. It's a bit much for the soul. I know PC owners are laughing at us right now. PC gamers are chortling because all they have to do is aim their mouse in a particular direction and just hammer a key or just click the shit out of it. You know, you got a mechanical mouse, you're on top of the world. I get it. I get it. But you know, for us peasants, we gotta aim our right analog sticks with our left hands. Like it's a thing to do. It's alright. We got this. I have a good feeling about this one. I have a good feeling about this run. I just gotta get my hand in the optimal aiming position. All right. Gotta get my hand optimized. All right. Is my hand optimal yet? All right. Let's go. Fuck. Okay, we're already off to a terrible start. It's already terrible. Fuck. It's over. Sometimes you know. Sometimes you just know when you've lost. Okay. Nah, we're good. I do want that third thing, though. Like, whatever the third thing is. You know? Come on, give me more. Give me more than that. Stop. No, don't do that. This is the dark side of owning a scuff controller. As soon as my thigh touches this thing, he rolls because that's what one of my paddles are. The roll button. I feel like this will be decent, but it won't be first place. It'll be second place at best. Yeah, see? Second place. What's first? 1,000? 800? 700. That's an unbelievable amount of perfection, because I think each target counts down from 50. So that's a lot. Or 80. Something. I don't think every target counts down from 100, because if it did, you would just, you'd just be able to whop it. I don't know. We'll try it one more time. I am not ashamed of the work we've pulled off here. I think we've done good. Got my controller at a diagonal angle on my lap, precariously balanced on my thigh bones. Let's get it. C59. How do you even get? Please. Like, the TTK needs to be in microseconds, to be frank. I wonder if there's people that actually change their positioning depending on where they're aiming. Like, is there an ideal place to stand while you do this? My brain was not ready to react to that. $550. Still $150 off, man. Well, you know what? Best 2 out of 3. We did good. I'm proud of the work we've done here.
Well, even the slingers weren't quick enough to escape the calamity.
Hey, buddy, vote of confidence.
He ain't all that shy.
How much money do we have? 59. Oh, wow. That ain't a thing. Let's go and do the thing. I believe we have shards to shard. So wait, am I just going to shard detected in the Jawson Bog? I feel like this is the anyway. I feel like this is the universe telling me to use the hammer a bit more. I could stand to use the hammer, and even though I've upgraded the shit out of what I'm using, I think we can go for some Fang Repeater and some Kale Hammer. You know, I'm not against the Kale. I'm not against Kale hammering people. No lies detected. That sounds amazing. I kind of want to try that. Oh, that's the blunderbuss.
A repeater goes with a hammer better than a box of nails.
What he said. I love that he has like a phrasing for each and every weapon combination I've used so far. Like, he said something earlier about using a machete and 2 pistols as being the ideal combination. And now he's talking about my hammer and my repeater. I don't know if that's like what do you call that? Adaptive, like they just have dialogue trees that he moves through. But it sounds so seamless. I love it. All right, so defeat a hardy foe with the last bolt in a clip. A hardy foe. What does that mean? That means something with a life bar? So the Fang Repeater has to be the last hit on a meaty enemy? I think I can do that. And deliver a single crushing blow to a foe. It says a foe. It doesn't say what size they have to be. It doesn't say the size. It doesn't say the... Okay. So we gotta shoot something to death and beat something to death. I think we're capable. Can I go to a previous level? They don't even let you go to places you've been. How am I supposed to artificially extend the length of this game and grind out XP if you don't let me play areas I've already finished?
The less said about Drawson Bog, the better. That place will eat your mind.
Okay. I like my mind, you know.
After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Drawson
Okay,
Bog.
okay.
You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back.
Bando Stone and the New World. Childish Gambino's new album. That's insane, bro. You already gave us Alta Vista, which is really just remastered COVID untitled album. Even threw in Human Sacrifice, you know, for the little people. And now you're just hitting me with like Lithonia, Cody Lou Ray. Listen, and then I think the other day, what did we get? Oh, In the Night with Georgia Smith. Beautiful, beautiful tracks. And now you're telling me the new album is hitting on Friday? Listen, what is happening? What is happening? 2024 is simultaneously the year for music and the year of exposing diddlers. It's like each thing seems to be happening hand in hand, you know? You know, it's like Dr. Disrespect, and you get Slim Shady, you get Kobe Co. Now we're about to get some Donald Glover. You get some new Kendrick, and it exposes a Drake. You know, it's just, I'm on to you, Fate. I'm just saying, you know, it's like the rule of threes. For every creep that gets exposed, we get like an amazing package of music. That's just my theory, though. I mean,
Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do?
I don't know. You could have stopped him. Was that too much to ask, family? I know I upgraded this thing in some meaningful way, so I hope it's reflected in the performance. I forgot how
Zolf put us in a real bind.
this thing felt.
Hurt the Bastion bad.
Audio design, folks. Why are there bush noises? Because there should be. That's why. I really wish I could pick that back up. I did not mean to hit R2 at all. Fuck! Stop! He's finding out that nobody gives an F. It's a fantastic track, by the way. I mean, wow. Wow. Such a nice body of music.
But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
I just love the vibe he's on. Yeah. Sorry, I'm losing the plot a little bit here. Let me focus. I'm losing the plot just a little bit. See what I mean? I feel like this level is like a plant, and it's just growing as I run along. Ooh. That looks like it has some finality to it. Let's, what the fuck? That plant farted on me.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Am I tripping balls? What happened? Did a microdose go wrong?
Don't know where he's gone.
What happened?
Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is, somewhere I've never been, somewhere I never want to go.
What the hell? What an unusual place. Hello. Oh, God.
The dead welcome him with open arms.
This just gets weirder and more surreal as time goes on. I remember this.
Kid pops him
I'm
good.
sorry.
Let a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
Oh, fuck. Did I forget the counter move already? I picked the perfect time to use this stupid weapon, I swear. Sorry. It constantly attacks, so it's easy to counter. Boop, 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 boop. The funny thing is, blocking like that confuses them, so I can just go for the coup de grace with a hammer attack.
What do you say to a kid who's seen too much?
Surrender?
I'm Zolf of Liura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still.
The kid is actually tripping
Did
balls.
anybody else survive?
Huh? This just feels like the intro to the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
I mean, I don't know. They all seem like they're my friends. Ah, fuck. What the fuck? Oh, God. What? No. Why? Stop. Why? Ah, they're attacking me! Why? What did I do?
Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes.
I have emotions. What the
The security's just gonna have to straighten
Oh
him out.
my God.
He's a petty thief.
What the fuck?
There's no way out.
That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I hate this. I hate everything about that. Thank you for absolutely nothing.
Kid succeeds where the Calamity failed.
I guess. I don't know about that last one, Chief. What, do I smash it? Was that thunder?
Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronnie, the bartender? Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple.
What did I do?
Now here's a kid whose whole world's all right, snoozing there on a rock in the sky.
I feel so gaslit. Like, they told me to do that. I didn't come in saying I wanted to smite old Randy the bartender. They made me do it. They put a big glowing arrow above his head.
He wakes up. I'm just fooling.
Am I not awake? Has it been Jaden Smith narrating this entire time? How can mirrors be real if the game's not real? Type deal? Is that what's happening here?
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Piff, the bull.
What? Pith, let me through. I don't want to do what you want me to do. Piff, let me through. Thank you.
He sees what's left of his lifelong
What the hell? No, stop! Stop! Oh my god. This is a metaphor for masturbation. Okay? PSA, this is exactly what you're doing to yourself. Every time you go WWE on your meat, this is exactly what you're doing. What do you think about
his
that?
friend, he's come undone too.
I don't even want to hear that. I'm not about to be gaslit into thinking that I killed myself out of malevolence when I was trapped. That's entrapment. Defeat a hardy foe with the last bolt in a clip. Oh shit, I did that entirely by accident. Thank you. Hey. Haha. You know what? Shoutouts to Wear Whiskey. Sorry, dude. That was me. Look, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Good lord.
He sees what's left undone.
Huh? Pick shrooms. Consume shrooms. No? Everything but that part? Oh, that's it? clearly in some kind of trance, right? That's the subtext here.
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to.
I got a little too close to this shard. Unlocked some memories in there. Might have had an effect on me.
The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this
Well, at least the
hole.
place doesn't destabilize when you take a shard the same way it did when you took a whole crystal. So there's that.
Kid doubles back just in case he missed something.
You know. We out here. Oh, fook.
Hard to get a sure footing in the bog.
You know, when you narrate my demise like that, I feel... Hold on. All right. Well, that was unfortunate. But we're back. Just in time for the thunder to scare the bejesus out of my parrots. Oh, Jeebus.
Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels. Disgusting things.
Tell me about it.
Ever heard of a lung blossom?
No.
It's bigger than the stories say. The breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak.
So you're saying I can't cheese it from afar? Well, fuck. This is the worst strategy ever.
They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind.
And the kid's had several by now. I mean, goddamn. Bro, I'm just trying to live. Oh my god. Trash.
Well, the kid prunes it down to size somehow.
Somehow is right. I think my mouth was just hanging open that entire fight. I'm just like, dull. Just recruiting my last brain cell to take out what was left of this boss.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
I think he got a whiff of that lung blossom and kind of...
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers.
Balls for a little bit. But I hope what I saw brought me closer to my, I don't want to say my roots because that sounds corny, but you know what I mean? Like, brought me closer to center. Hey-o.
The trappers, daring bunch of fools. They'll be missed.
Indeed. I didn't deliver any crushing blows, but you know what? It's fine. Secret skills, mementos, land pieces, creatures. Crazy that I did all of these other ones. All these other ones I completed somehow. Some of those are accidents, but aside, we won't speak about that. I do want to get rid of that, though. I like the dueling pistols a little more as a combat option. Not the biggest fan of the hammer right now.
A pair of slinger pistols is just the ticket if a hammer's too slow.
Maybe there's a customization I can use to make it better. Yeah, just make it a better weapon, you know? Just To focus, defend for a few moments using the bullhead shield and then attack.
Ain't never letting go of his old friend with a sturdy grip like that.
Interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that sounds kind of cool. Ooh, pistol upgrade material. Bullets ricochet on contact is crazy. +1 penetrations. I love it. Why am I under the impression that I'm gonna get an email that I don't like, and while I'm sitting here on stream, like Dr. Disrespect, but not similar in context, but like Dr. Disrespect, I'm gonna end up looking down at my phone with despair on my face, like. This is not that moment, by the way. I'm just... Oh, Blake Lively. If you finish Colleen Hoover's... This sounds like a rom-com. Essential novel, blah, 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 blah. You see Blake Lively and Body Lily Bloom. You get to... Blah, 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 blah. No, I see two people holding each other's faces. It's too much. I've already been bamboozled into seeing 2 rom-coms this year. Unwittingly. Like, y'all are killing me right now. I am dying a slow death. Ugh. First, The Hitman. Okay, Glenn Powell. I thought this was a comedy with a woman in it. I did not know this was a comedy where he's romancing the woman in it. Okay, so they got me. It was still a good movie, but I got duped. And then, what's the other one? The Fall Guy. Man, I just wanted some David Leitch choreographed action with maybe a dash of playful chemistry between Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling. It was a rom-com again. Okay, I don't care how many times she comically blew him up. Or redid scenes where he got launched into walls as a form of retribution against his masculine, impossibly chiseled ways. I don't care. The context is still the same. Okay, I'm watching 2 people grab each other's faces. I don't want to see it.
That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
What do you mean by that? What does foundation mean? I don't want to reinforce the wrong spot. This is the armory. Who needs the armory? That's the upgrade place. Who needs that place either? That's the distillery. That's even more useless. That place is a record book. Yeah, how about the tonic place?
The shards got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
Access to additional inventory, including new spirits. This is what I'm saying. Like, I knew it. It's like a buff. Grants access to a variety of new vigils in remembrance of the calamity. So, more earnability power. Monetarily. New idols to the most elusive members of the Pantheon. Which means that we may get idols that increase XP and or gold gains. Because all the original idols can eat a quack. I'm really not a fan. Potent spirits from the private reserve. I love this. It's like choosing the upgrades in reverse. 2 additional upgrade tiers, unlocking the full potential. I feel like strategically the best thing to do would be to unlock more vigils.
The arsenal's complete in case we need protection.
So easy. I hate it. Where's the secret skill at, though? Oh. A sophisticated snaring kit that instantly springs open to immobilize foes in the user's vicinity. Wow, that sounds OP. I guess we can get down on that. Might as well use it. I bounced every other viable upgrade just to get it. Alright, well, back into the beyond.
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
So much for that plan. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, so. For sizzle. Did I say ankle gators?
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon.
Ankle gators.
Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here.
Were the tales about ankle gators? Asking for a friend. Ooh. Halt. Hammerzite. Ooh, you can swap from analog hold to left trigger hold on the hammer shot. Magnificent. I love getting options. Who the hell is honking like that? I'm about to go full Brooklyn on this fool. What? Ow. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. I'm sorry.
All kinds of beasts would don't know.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
About.
They thought they knew.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. They moved quick and quiet.
This goofy ass thing.
And they struck hard.
I don't know how I felt about that, but I feel like it could have been utilized a little bit better. Ah! Oh, was that my overhead attack for more than 70 damage? Let's go. I keep accidentally doing these things, and it's great. It's great.
Even the brushers learned to fear this place.
So toxic.
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct.
What do you mean used to think and were? What do you mean? What do you mean used to think and were? That implies the past tense. Can I get a ban on the phrase ankle gators in the chat? Can we not talk about ankle gators?
Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne.
Ankle gators.
Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining. And it ain't raining. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Kid's got a mean throwing arm.
This game's soundtrack continues to win endlessly.
Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. Still no sign of the shard. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. Can't get hasty in a place like this. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid.
Wow.
must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
Oh man, we still calling them peckers. Interesting conundrum.
Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around.
That actually sounds kind of sad. Ankle gators thought that people thought they were extinct because their eggs take decades to hatch, so people just naturally assumed that they were just all dead because people kept eating them before they could come to term. That's really unfortunate, bro. SpongeBob ass music. What is this?
Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the queen.
Hey, I'm level 4. Let's go.
Let's go.
As my friend Mario would say.
Let's go.
Oh, well, fuck. Ow.
You know what I mean? You hired a crisis management team to cover the fact that you beat up your queen. In Mario Kart, track number 16.
Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait.
They say use me as bait.
Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. The shard's sitting in plain view.
Still love like the Middle Eastern. Just love the variety of instruments being used here.
She's starting to get annoyed. And now he's made her mad.
Eat it.
Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
did. You did. You did. You did.
Kid's done what needed to
It's
be
okay.
done.
I think that was well played. I like a boss with little unique mechanics here and there. That was pretty interesting.
Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel.
I do like the spear weapon. I don't like how slow it is.
He's a spitting image of Slinger Jawson with that pike and them
He's
pistols.
really got something to say about every combination of everything. I love it. Well, that's all the weapon-based ones.
The Masons. We built the city strong. Now there's only 2 of us.
Everything else is like cumulative, you know.
That Gator's a crazy gal, but so is the gal who promised to look after her.
What? Oh my god. We've got an ankle gator in the Bastion. Actually insane. Actually insane.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what?
Especially considering we got a pet ankle gator out of the deal.
They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Yeah, it's actually following me around. Thanks.
Oh, she's cute now. Just you wait.
She's kind of cute. I want to try that one. The True Forge. I love it. We get fortifications for every type of everything.
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Quickly put 12 bullets in a single foe without missing is crazy. But can probably do that to a boss. Pierce a foe with a thrust and then quickly finish it with a throw. Very doable. Okay, use the forge. Gather the fragments, trials and tribulations, build the bastion. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I'm level 4. Sounds good to me. All right, what do we got? Whew. Plus 25% damage using secret. What? Automatically retaliate when injured. Interesting. What do you want from my soul, Duolingo? I'm just saying. Plus 100% damage when counter blocking with the bullhead shield sounds insane and is yet another reason.
A sip of lunkhead liqueur will toughen you up. Too bad it's like drinking a saddlebag.
That sounds so awful. I'm sorry for your loss. Faster throw reload is something I like. I like the way that sounds. 15%? Nah, I like the faster.
To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark.
Ooh.
The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
That was weird. All right. Jeez, what can we do?
To prepare for the wilds, Ceylandia's brushers practice at Camp Dunce. Had to navigate a maze of pincushions with nothing but a pike. It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job. Health tonics were off limits at Camp Dunce. They said they made you weak. The rules said he couldn't use any fancy footwork, just your brains and your pike. Just getting through the course in one piece was an accomplishment. The Brushers were Caelondia's field agents, and their training was harsh. You had to find a path through the maze as quick as you could. One well-placed throw could take out several of those ugly critters. Sometimes the course was brutal. You can see why the brushers prize those pikes of theirs. The brushers, they moved in shadows, but the calamity found them.
Okay. I'm picking up what we're putting down here. I'm picking it up.
Don't want that thing leaving your hands until you decide it's time. Know how Caelondia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wild could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. The Army's triggers once had the place on lockdown, but now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Blam! Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check. Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done. Whole place shudders in a fit. The grand rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Grand rails all grown over with things the Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they own the place. Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers coughing fungus everywhere. Only one way to cure a cough like that. course, the Grand Rail's seen much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Ceylonian War. It was right here that Zulf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up. Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered army carbine? Choking on swamp weed while Pecker's trying to prick you in the eye. Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun. it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you. At first, he thinks it's Zulf. Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham.
Oh. He got sucker. Did we get sucker punched?
When the kid comes to, the man's long gone. But something else is there. The only words Kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard,
I guess.
he took the hit, and he took that note.
I don't know why he had to punch me in the head in order to deliver it, but, you know, go off. Go off, I suppose.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
Maybe.
Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him. Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf. Never could ask for a song. Don't look down. Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking. Sometimes a brusher's bike just ain't enough. That's what the carbine's for. That's the way to make every shot count. Even the army never issued carbines in such fine shape. the city. Its riches nothing but fragments now. That ought to give those dueling pistols a little extra kick. It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve. Black rye's like hot pineapple chowder on a cold day. Brings back memories. The shards are getting harder to find. Ceylonia's army only took the best, and the best of them trained on Trigger Hill. The Triggers believed they were nothing without their rifles. Nothing beats the feel of shooting a Ceylonian army carbine. Sometimes you had to take care to steady your shot. The Triggers had clearance to modify their guns however they chose. Some felt the course was too easy, so the triggers spice things up a bit. Kid blows through that course like it was nothing.
So that speed upgrade, those upgrades that I got towards speed and what was it? Speed, handling, and accuracy. Yeah. That all paid off because that's exactly how that happened. I didn't think it was gonna be that fast. That thing wasn't joking. That was great. That thing was not joking when it said, yeah, these are the upgrades. Like, fletch this, shave down that. Fantastic. Something coarse, something pretty, and trigger blitz. What's that? Is that a special skill just for the repeater? I love it. Now I have to do all of these perfectly. But you know what? I will concede. There are certain skills that lend themselves to being able to do these easier.
The Ceylandian army would have recruited him in a flash.
And I love that you can actually do something small like spec out for a mini game. It's kind of silly, but it makes perfect sense. What does this do? A fast, decisive shot aimed at the target's vitals. Ooh, I want to do that. I want to do that. That'll probably get me the memento for that little ditty too. So. There's also that.
Keep your chin up, kid. I tell him.
Thanks, boss. Can I get the last upgrade for this now? I mean, you know I gotta. That'll also be number 4 on the list, I believe, of the weapons I have upgraded to level 3, which will get me another chunk of change. Faster wow. See, look at this. 30% speed while aiming. Handling and mobility. Then 50% aiming speed. Enhances your ability to line up a target. Like, these are all damage modifications. I do like knockback, though. Do like knockback. Like, I would probably go knockback, aiming speed, critical hit chance. But faster reload, though.
It's no longer a weapon. It's a precision instrument.
It's a surgical tool. Thank you. That it is, my man. That it is. Okay, so that's upgrade number 4, by the way. If I wanted to be cheesy, I could just do this, right? Yeah, I could just go 750. I don't math good. Sorry. Scrap musket. Ooh, what's the last upgrade for the scrap musket? Reduce penalty to long-range damage. That's pretty dope. Actually. I totally go for that. Yeah, I totally go for that. Anyway, we're fletching our barrels and shaking our shafts. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get the next thingy. Oh, I did it already. Defeat a foe with a single power shot from extreme range. Must have been during that minigame.
The triggers, my brothers, bravest men I ever knew.
Dope sheet. Yeah, and see, that one's almost done. That's fine. I should bring the dueling pistols out with me then, if I'm going to be doing that. Survive a trip to who knows where with at least one shrine idol activated. I'm going to activate that thing soon just to see what they do to the game.
Sometimes I want to ask him, why do any of this? But truth is, I don't want to know.
Are you sure? Something tells me it would give our protagonist peace of mind. Love this. Black top. What? No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, none about that. I like the order they were in before. There we go. +1 chance, +2 health, +2 black tonic, 100% damage while blocking with the shield. Having 5 tonics on both sides does a lot for my my peace of mind. Yo, this game is meaty, dude. Shoutouts to Supergiant. I had no idea they made a game so meaty. The meatiness is what does it for me. Wait. Nah, back to the Bastion. Let me check my upgrades. If I have upgrades entirely based around speed and accuracy, I think I'll proc them. Changes time of day in the Bastion? I love that. I'm a doofus. What are we doing? Okay, there we go. +4 faster reload, ricochet on contact. +1 target penetration. Oh, there it is. Sealed cylinders. Vacuum sealed firing cylinders provide superior accuracy with every shot. Yeah, okay, so bullet scatter eliminated. Faster reload. Although really 25% damage would probably do me better. If the targets are dying faster and getting hit with more bullets, I've done my job, right? And I don't know about ricochet on contact though. I don't need that. I don't need that. But whatever. Penetration's up. It is. Kid got his weapons to penetrate. Little did he know he'd be shooting through everything. Or something like that. I don't know. I don't narrate. I am not Tasty Steve. At least I made it to second place, you know? I have a good feeling about this one. We're gonna do it. Just you watch. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it. Got this. Ah! It's okay. I got this. One more. Yes!
I gotta say, kid's the fastest shot I ever seen.
I did it. Yay. Yay. That's great.
He blew through slinger range like it was nothing.
I feel good about that. That was a So what does it do? What does it do? Slinger Storm. A rapid fire frenzy of countless bullets. The slingers perfected the skill as proof of how quick their trigger fingers were. Wow. How about that? I don't want to take my carbine off, but I'm going to have to for a little bit because pistols. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, let's try it out. Why not? He has nothing to say about my dueling pistolas? Huh. The bias is real. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh yeah, we didn't check the crock pot, did we? Oops.
He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
Once again, our main character is tripping. Oh, that's who knows where.
I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this.
What's the big deal with who knows where? Sure.
What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once.
What the shit? I see.
Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Celandia.
What? I've never been more confused in my life. I don't understand the special at all, but it's not very good for this activity.
Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father.
You can't gameplay wall such a good story. I'm so annoyed. It's like getting hit with a commercial break in the middle of a conversation every couple of seconds. It's like having ads on your cell phone call. You wouldn't do that, right? You wouldn't put ads on someone's
Her
telephone
father
call,
was sharper than a
right,
brusher's
Amazon?
pike,
When you eventually
so
take
he
over
got
the
a
cell
job
phone
working
business,
for the city's
you won't put
manses.
ads
His daughter
mid-conversation.
barely saw him.
Well, that's what structuring these reflections like that is doing to me. Oh my god. These are diabolical combinations of enemies. I'm really not enjoying this at all. This fucker. Big ass.
Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage.
Thank you.
He told her nothing of the
Land
Mansers.
on me.
It's
and
for
hurt
your
me.
own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city. One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Crazy DPS, dude.
The young man convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage
What?
and threw them out.
Why? I'm really trying to be contentious here. 'Cause I hate these things. Least favorite enemy by far. Absurd amounts of damage. You thought you wanted
The young
smoke.
man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
Why didn't you tell me that before we got in the house, you dumb... Don T. Byakunt. Shit.
It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city
I like
together
tonics as much
and
as
go to
next
the
person,
Tassel
but I could use
terminals.
some health there.
They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal. almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city
boy.
walls.
This is gonna be tough. I got 5 reflections to go. It's not
Gonna build that city on a hill.
Yo, chill with that bird shit.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tazzle terminals.
Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong. We'll be there.
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free.
Walk up to the sky. Build that wall up to the sky. Someday you're burning.
Before they parted ways for the last time,
Shit is
her
so
father whispered a
weird.
desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
That wall up to the sky. But now you got nowhere to run. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long. I dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill.
Shit.
So build
This isn't good.
that wall and
This is dark.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash.
I mean, the least they could do is
girl
give me
came up
some
for
kind
air.
of health.
and she saw the calamity all around her.
Oh, I finished. Oh, that's it. Oh. Whoa. Interesting.
When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
Interesting. I mean, aside from the obvious XP gains. How long did that take?
almost succeeded. But the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls. And she'd go free. She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free.
I just want to hear the end again. You know, the last half of this clip is me like cartwheel rolling in a circle.
The girl. The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for...
Interesting. What precipitates my friends showing up?
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den. Whispered a desperate plea.
So he told his daughter to read her journal. She passed out and had a very elaborate fantasy. And then when she came to, she was just surrounded by the calamity. That doesn't sound too different from what I went through. You know, not to be obnoxious and say, hey, I have that insert affliction here too. But it does seem like we went through something very similar. That's all I'm saying. Ooh, scrap musket upgrades. Hello. I would love to upgrade the brusher's pike, actually. But we can unlock a chunk if I upgrade this now. I mean, 750 will get me this.
That ought to make those fangs sink
Wow.
in nice and deep.
Does it stack with groove chamber? Ooh, that's insane. It does stack with speed clip. Completed the inspiration. Yay! That's just 2K in my pocket. Easy. Boosh.
The inspiration. A forge can fashion anything.
Now that is what we call profits. Okay, stonks. We got our stonks up. No. The Colford Cauldron.
No risk of Culford Cauldron ever erupting again, they used to say. Guess they were wrong.
I guess they were. Well, goddamn. Alright, give me a second. I'll be right back. Yep. Yo, if I get one more phone call tonight from some random 42-something number, I'm gonna screech. I'm gonna screech like a beast.
Not everything blew up in the calamity. Why, Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago.
Oh, okay, we've got explosive plants now, and I'm fine with that. Oh, some nonsense. We need your support.
They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
That's actually not cute at all. I hated that. Why did it have to blow up in my eye?
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here. But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt. Taste the air so hot it sticks to your lungs. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. You can cook those things, but you can't eat them. Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found. Place as inhospitable as they come. But still we pressed on. After all, when we look down inside Colford Cauldron, look down through all the smoke and flames, we saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity. We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog. Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path. Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Well, it ain't polite to stare. Where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. Kid don't shed any tears for him, though. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city. But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it. He comes back looking like the inside of a chimney. The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again. When one type of firepower ain't enough, there's always the carbine and the bellows. We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight. The slingers, the wilds with their calling. The culture, a still life of old unwanted keepsakes. Still no mail. Go figure. Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city. At least it won't get cold round here with that thing around. We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan. Welcome to Grady Incinerator, home of the hottest wings east of Caelandia. In all seriousness, the incinerator was a dump, and it had a problem with peckers. Blasted things would swoop in and spread trash all around, until we started using fire. We couldn't just torch them all at once. We had to use restraint. The peckers were willing to fight tooth and nail for all that trash. Know how we kept the city clean? We put all our trash in Grady Incinerator. Peckers that flock together were easy pickings. Keeping the incinerator clean was a paying job, but not a pleasant one. You'd almost think those peckers like getting cooked. They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now. On the inside, a fire bellows ain't nothing like its more popular air-spitting cousin. The cinders kept the city good and warm, made it thrive. Gotta make sure the pointy end's fastened on real tight. Can't rightly call Mount Zand a mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. It's a delicate situation. We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean. There's only one kind of mercy left these days. What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves. Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's gain, not just ours. Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have. They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have. We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square. That's the way. He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
That's usually what people who colonize say.
We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete.
That's a very strange way to say that.
The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
Well, we've got 2 spots to go. Man, I wish we weren't already 3 hours deep. Ooh, something greasy.
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Wow. Gain some health by counter-blocking with the shield. That's interesting. Leech Aid. Gain some health by striking foes. Interesting. I just kind of want it on principle. Yeah, I'm just going to buy that. 5% chance to turn zealous after defeating a foe. While zealous, gain plus 200% damage for 3 seconds. Interesting. Damage resistance. Interesting. Something wrong. Interesting. The Fire Bellows does need another upgrade as far as I'm concerned. Ooh, the Army Carbine. Yes. A turret surprise. A special cell that splits open on impact to reveal a security turret hardwired to defend the user. Ooh, yes. Why is this game suddenly just getting really, really, really interesting? Like, I can't do anything with this. A special bullet that lodges itself inside the target and explodes shortly thereafter. Good lord. Good lord. Sure. A technique causing the user to spin while spouting flames. I love it. These powers are just getting unhinged. Unhinged. Okay, put away the galleon mortar and re-bust out the carbine. Carbine, brusher's pike, and I still really want to try the trapper's whatever thingy. The trapper's thingamabob. 1600. Oh Jesus. Oh my god, 50% aiming speed again. Come on.
Nothing makes a gun so dangerous as a keen eye.
Damn. That is like all of the bread, unfortunately. I'm in a little bit of pain, but it's fine. I did just spend a lot of money. Alright, anyway. I think we should probably, for the sake of being responsible adults, I think we should probably call it here. It is 12:08. I have to be awake in 5 hours. Such is the decree of the working class. Ugh. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. I had no idea this game was so meaty. Bastion is quite the game. Filled with interesting narrative twists. Really unique level design. I really enjoyed our run through the bog and the Dutch oven. Some of these locations were really memorable, but let me see.
Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
Yeah, Culford Cauldron was interesting. Mount Zand was interesting. What else did we do tonight? Dawson Bog was cute. I did not like that last level we finished, but what was it called? The Culford Cauldron? Oh my god. With the whole bush area at the beginning? No, I could have done without that craziness. But, hey. This game is nothing if not interesting. Every other minute. But, I do think that is where we should probably call it for the night. Thank you everyone for watching. Appreciate the heck out of you. If you enjoyed tonight, please do think about following. And catch the next stream when we go live again with some more of this amazing game. Hopefully we can catch up to our friend.
Fix that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier.
But yeah, we need to figure out what happened to Zan. And clearly go east a little bit more. So we can figure out exactly what the calamity really is. Because from what we learned after drinking Zia's stew... That's your name, right? Zia? Yeah, after eating Zia's stew and tripping balls, we found out that a young lady practically betrayed the Republic by trying to hide her boyfriend and let him into a city that was on lockdown. Okay. Before they were to be sentenced to absolute death as traitors, as treasonous, traitorous dogs. Her father told her to grab his journal and I guess read it and press something about it onto herself. And she did, and when she did, she had it looked like she had an out-of-body spiritual experience, woke up, and then the collapse was upon her. Which sounds very strange and not too dissimilar to what happened to us. So I hope this mystery solves itself on the next one. As always, thank you. Shout out to the followers. Shout out to the lurkers. You know who you are. Until next time. Cool soundtrack outro. Good night.
Her plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
One day that always comes back. Gonna build that city on a hill.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tazil terminals.
Someday those tears are gonna spill.
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free.
Walk up to the sky. Build that wall up to the sky. Someday you'll grow.
Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
That wall up to the sky. But now you got nowhere to run. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long. I dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.